In the last 5 days, I spent over $20,000 on a single paid advertising campaign to find the ultimate show-up rate playbook, to be able to increase the show-up rate on the sales calls to 80 to 90% from paid ads. I'm going to bring up our ultimate show-up rate playbook in a second, but before I do, my name is Alireza Rabar. I'm a founder of Lean Agency, and since 2018, I've been running ads for high-ticket service-based businesses. So everything that I show you today, it's going to be battle-tested and proven across all of the clients that we have served. And please like and subscribe. It's going to help us push these free trainings to as many business owners as possible. So this piece of document is what we shared with our own paying clients, because we want to make sure not only we're generating sales calls, but we're making sure that they're going to show up to begin the sales process. A lot of agencies, they get appointments, they get sales calls with really high no-show rate, which really doesn't create opportunities for the business owner to exercise the sales process, to really have the opportunity being in front of the prospect to sell. But there is always an issue, because when we have clients coming to us and say, hey, we have a show-up rate issue, we always ask them, what is the statistics? What is the statistics here that shows that we have a show-up rate issue? And some of our clients, they don't know the numbers, and we can obviously reverse engineer to find the numbers for them, but some do. When it's about paid advertising, we really want to bring the show-up rate around like 70% or more, ideally around 80%. So out of 10 calls, maybe 8 of them will show up ready to progress to the next level, whatever that be. But many business owners find themselves trapped by their limited thinking. When it's about sales, most people we talk to want to automate the whole process. And it's possible, especially with the advancement of AI, which I'm going to get into in a second. But they want the prospects to come in, book a call, show up, and give them money. It's not their fault. This is what every guru online is trying to sell. Grow your business with less work, no sales calls, and whatnot, right? But honestly, the reality of growing a business is far from it, right? It needs work. It needs work. And if you want high show-up rates, we cannot just automate every single thing, right? We got to be a bit smart. We got to do what your competitors are not willing to do. We automate as much as possible, but at the end of the day, if you want a really high show-up rate, I'm talking 80%, 90% show-up rate, there should be some sort of manual work, right? So, and I want you to picture this, right? Picture maybe a dentist, right? Or maybe a surgeon. A surgeon, they have a receptionist desk on the front end, right? Calling prospects up, calling the appointments, bookings up, because they want to make sure everyone is showing up. You know why? Because they know how valuable and high ticket the service is. So if they have a missing opportunity, it's going to cost them $10,000, $20,000. So it's always the opportunity costs that really justify the manual work, really justify the energy and the resources that we have to put into your sales process to get the high show up. If you're running ads, if you're tapping into the cold market and you're actually not putting the efforts to increase your show up rate, I hate to say it, but it's actually your fault, not your prospect's fault. You lack the systems and processes necessary to support your marketing force. It's very easy to tap into the cold market with paid ads, increase your marketing force by clicking on 2 buttons and launch a few ads. However, most businesses fail to realize that you must also increase your sales force, right? So when we increase your marketing force by pushing the ads, pushing new creatives, we gotta also optimize the system to increase your sales force in the same time. To put things into perspective, I'm gonna give you 2 examples. Example number 1, for this case, we have a 35% show-up rate. With the stats that we have, with the benchmark that we have, we're going to get the ROAS of 1.5. By only increasing the show-up rate by 10%, we bring the cost per acquisition lower and increase the ROAS to 4. So we increase the ROAS by 2.5x by just increasing your show-up rate by 10%. Now we know why show-up rate is important. Well, what's the solution? When it comes to show-up rate, the biggest mistake we see business owners make is simply assuming people will show up. Most don't. Especially if they don't confirm the appointments, most won't show up. Particularly if they are cold leads, this is almost always the case when scaling up quickly. A second mistake people make is thinking that because they have fancy automation set up on the back, they don't have to lift a finger and the client should magically show up with large sum of money and give it to you. Again, they won't. So to put things into perspective for you, we can have all the automation in the world, but if you don't do the manual work on the back, this is not going to work. Again, going back to the dentist appointments, they're going to send you all these automations and reminders. And this is an example of me when I broke my left ankle, that this doctor obviously booked me in, sent me a bunch of automations, what to expect next and all that jam. But the receptionist called me before the session, making sure I'm going to show up. So when we look at this example from my surgeon, we have the human-to-human interaction, and it kind of intensifies with the automations that we have. So the ultimate solution can be automated approach plus manual follow-up. Now, when it's about manual follow-up, here's the kicker. We are living in 2025. The manual follow-up doesn't have to happen by the human, by the receptionist. You can create a AI agent, AGI, that acts like your receptionist, that call these people, call your prospects, confirm their appointments, follow up with your leads. Those information and those technology, now it's available and it's moving really fast. So record the video of what we have on the back. We're actually working on a lot of AGI and AI appointment setters or AI receptionists 24/7 to be able to increase and improve the sales process for our clients. I'm going to record another video on that. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and stay tuned because I'm going to drop that video soon. Now, when it's about manual workflow, either you do it, your appointment setter do it, or AI does it. This achieves two things. It shows your prospect that you care, and just like the dentist or the surgeon on the example above, it positions you really, really well. Ideally, you want your prospects to go through a similar process to a surgeon, to a dentist. So step one, call the lead to confirm. Whenever a new appointment is booked, the team is notified by a text message. This call is a triage call, meaning you call to confirm the appointment and have a quick chat around their business. If you're a B2B business, or chat around your prospect needs if you're a B2C business. This is not a discovery call. The below script is only a guide. Keep it short and sweet and get more information on the discovery call. So this call just works as a triage call between the prospect booking the appointment and the actual sales calls, right? So brainstorm session here is the same as discovery call, the call before sales presentation or a strategy session, right? So, for example, it's a quick example here. Like, hey Ali, this is a quick courtesy call from Lean Agency to confirm your appointment with Alex at 1 p.m. on Tuesday. Have I caught you on a good time? Okay, great. Do you mind if I ask you a couple of quick questions so I can get some quick additional notes for Sam, which will help us get a better understanding around your business and serve you better during the discovery call. Well done on successfully booking your session. Is there anything you'd like us to discuss specifically on your brainstorming or discovery session? What was the main reason you choose to book a call? On a scale 1 to 10, how important is it for you to, solve this problem and move forward? What have you been doing right now to grow your business? Again, B2B business. In terms of making business growth decisions, are you the person who makes decisions about this type of problem in your business? You want to make sure that they have a business partner. If so, we want to make sure that both are presented in the call. And again, in the B2C as well, like, do you and your partner make decisions together? Then bring your husband, bring your wife to the call next week. Okay, great. Now, before we move on, some of the strategies and tactics we recommend to our clients involve investments, time, the financial resources. Are you comfortable with investing in yourself? So we get some financial, obviously, commitments. So you can see very short, easy, quick scripts to kind of help you formulate it for your own business. Obviously, this script was for a B2B growth agency, but you can formulate it however you want for your own business. Beside that triage call, we also do lead research. So for example, for a business like me, when someone books into my calendar, I actually go and find them in LinkedIn. I send them a message in LinkedIn. I try to open up conversation in LinkedIn because I want them to trust me before the call. I want them to see my contents before the call. I want to have that rapport with them before the call. This is something that we call hot reach. So we have the one-on-one call with them. We still do the lead research to find them in social media and the platform. It really depends where your prospects are hanging out. For me, for example, is LinkedIn, Instagram. So again, I have an appointment setter or I have an AI agent to do these things for me automatically. Again, the manual work can be automated to a certain level. Just an example of somebody that we actually connected a few weeks back by a very simple message. Hey Sam, looking forward to our brainstorming session. Thanks, so am I. That's it. This message is gonna help us to get a higher show-up rate because there was a prior connection with the prospect. And at some point we try to add value. We send them our lead magnets. We send them our free guides, free training, free master classes for them to watch before the call. Again, builds trust, increase show-up rate because you going with value first approach. As you can see, the human to human and one-on-one connection prior to call, they work hand to hand. We have one-on-one call, we have connecting in socials, we have lead research and really adding value to people before they jump on the call with us. Then it comes automation, the automation workflow, which can be a discovery call, confirmation sequence in your CRM system. Send them an appointment confirmation, like this example. Sam, your deep dive session with Alireza Rabar to brainstorm growing your agency is confirmed for this time. An email confirmation will also be sent out shortly. Email 1, we put some questions there. Still, we're going to confirm the appointments. We said during the call, we're going to do this. So we actually set and frame them of what to expecting the call. And we ask them a few questions to prepare before the call. Again, we try to get some sort of commitment before the call. One day before the call, they're going to get the SMS and email, very generic. You can make these SMSs and emails very customized and personalized based on what your business is. And we send them another round of SMS and email pretty much 1 hour before the call and then 15 minutes before the call. Again, feel free to pause the YouTube video here, have a look at our sequence. You can copy and paste it for yourself. Before we wrap things up on this video training, let's talk about the scorecard. To help you decide where you need to focus your energy, we have created a simple scoring system based on the above documents. So we want you to score yourself and your show-up rate to be able to optimize it, understand where to optimize, how to optimize it. So ask yourself these 10 questions. Do you know your current show-up rate? Do you know your numbers? Do you have an automation workflow built to ensure your prospects show up to the call? Do you automatically send a new booking social proof to warm them up before the call? Do you have a text message notification to fire immediately as a confirmation right after they book a call? Do you manually call the prospects to confirm their booking? Do you manually text the prospect to confirm their booking? Do you perform lead research? Do you try to connect with your prospects on social media, which is hot reach? Do you try to manually add value to your prospects? Do you text your completed brainstorming sessions after to thank them for the call and tell them you are looking forward to the next call with them? So answer these 10 questions and score yourself out of 10. If your answer is yes or no to any of these questions, that's going to be a score up or a score. Once you calculated your scorecard, please comment below. I'm really keen to know what your scorecard for show-up rate is. Cool. Hope this training helps, guys. This show-up rate playbook is something that we actually give to our paying clients because we know the value and we understand how important show-up rate is. And I hope this training actually help you to understand and get your head around how to increase your show-up rate. If you're looking to understand how we can implement AI or AGI in this process for you to completely automate the show-up rate playbook process, there is a link below this video. Then you can go and see what we can do to help. If everything hits the mark for you, there is a quiz or application you can submit and we're going to get in touch to see how we can help. Please subscribe and like. Let's push this free training to as many business owners as possible. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.